Hello again, everyone. My name is Kevin Richardson, and I just want to welcome you back to another installment of A Chapter a Day to Keep the Devil at Bay, where I'll read a chapter of the Bible each day from three different versions: the King James Version, the New International Version, and the New Living Translation, so that we can be able to gain a better understanding of the word through repetition, as well as to be able to compare and contrast the different versions of the Bible so we can make sure that they retain their integrity and all that. So we can be able to make sure they still say the same thing, since everyone wants to say that King James Version is the best. We can see just what makes it better. My personal opinion is that it's not the best, but it is necessary for us to be able to keep it around for us to be able to compare the wording of the newer translations so we can make sure that they don't fall too far away from what was established as being the translation back then. And any kind of differences that are made in the newer text, explanations, historical records, and such like that to be able to prove or to explain why it is that those changes were made, as we will discuss whenever they come at later points in the Bible. Various ones that I'm aware of. Anyhow, chapter 23, Genesis, in the King James Version. Um, and Sarah was 107 and 20 years old. These were the years of the life of Sarah. And Sarah died in Kirjath Arba, the same as Hebron in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn Sarah and to weep for her. And Abraham stood up from before his dead and spake unto the sons of Heth, saying, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. And the children of Heth answered Abraham, saying unto him, Hear us, my lord, thou art a mighty prince among us. In the choice of our sepulchres bury thy dead. None of us shall withhold from thee his sepulchre, but that thou mayest bury thy dead. And Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth. And he communed with them, saying, If it be your mind that I should bury my dead out of my sight, hear me, and entreat for me to Ephron the son of Zohar, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he hath, which is in the end of his field, for as much money as it is worth, he shall give it me for a possession of a burying place amongst you. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, even of all that went in at the gate of his city, saying, Nay, my lord, hear me. The field give I thee, and the cave that is therein I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people give I it thee. Bury thy dead. And Abraham bowed down himself before the people of the land, and he spake unto Ephron in the audience of the people in the land, saying, But if thou wilt give it, I pray thee, hear me, I will give thee money for the field, take it of me, and I will bury my dead there. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him, My lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that betwixt me and thee? Bury therefore thy dead. And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, and Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver, which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money, with the merchant. And the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field, and the cave which was therein, and all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, were made sure, unto Abraham for a possession in the presence of the field, or of the children of Heth, before all that went in at the gate of his city. And after this, Abraham buried Sarah his wife in the cave of the field of Machpelah, before Mamre. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan, and the field and the cave that is therein were made sure unto Abraham for a possession of a burying place by the sons of Heth. That's it for chapter 23, Genesis in the King James Version. Now on to the New International Version. And it reads as thus. Sarah lived to be 127 years old. She died in Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham went to mourn for Sarah and to weep over her. Then Abraham rose from beside his... Okay, I had to check, make sure this thing was recording. I had a time where I was reading one of the times I was reading all the way through here, I just about completed it all the way, and I found out that it wasn't even recording. It's like, not today, Satan, you're not gonna make me upset. Then Abraham rose from beside his dead wife and spake to the Hittites. He said, I am an alien and a stranger among you. Sell me some property for a burial site here so I can bury my dead. The Hittites replied to Abraham, Sir, listen to us. You are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our tombs. None of us will refuse his tomb for burying your dead. Then Abraham rose and bowed down before the people of the land and the Hittites. He said to them, If you are willing to let me bury my dead, then listen to me and intercede with Ephron, son of Zohar, on my behalf. So he will sell me the cave of Machpelah, which belongs to him and is at the end of his field. Ask him to sell it to me for full price as a burial site among you. Ephron the Hittite was sitting among his people, and he replied to Abraham in the hearing of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of his city. No, my lord, he said, listen to me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of my people. Bury your dead. Again, Abraham bowed down before the people of the land, and he said to Ephron in their hearing, Listen to me, if you will. I will pay the price of the field. Accept it from me, so I can bury my dead there. Ephron answered Abraham, Listen to me, my lord. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver, but what is that between me and you? Bury your dead. Abraham agreed to Ephron's terms and weighed out for him the price he had named in the hearing of the Hittites, 400 shekels of silver, according to the weight current among the merchants. So Ephron's field in Machpelah near Mamre, both the field and the cave in it, and all the trees within the borders of the field, were deeded to Abraham as his property in the presence of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. Afterward, Abraham buried his wife Sarah in the cave in the field of Machpelah near Mamre, which is at Hebron, in the land of Canaan. So the field and the cave in it were deeded to Abraham by the Hittites as a burial site. That's it for Genesis chapter 23 in the New International Version. And now, Genesis chapter 23 in the New Living Translation. And it reads as thus. When Sarah was 127 years old, she died at Kiriath Arba, now called Hebron, in the land of Canaan. There Abraham mourned and wept for her. Then, leaving her body, he said to the Hittite elders, Here I am, a stranger and a foreigner among you. Please sell me a piece of land so I can give my wife a proper burial. The Hittites replied to Abraham, Listen, my lord, you are an honored prince among us. Choose the finest of our tombs and bury her there. No one here will refuse to help you in this way. Then Abraham bowed low before the Hittites and said, "Since you are willing to help me in this way, be so kind as to ask Ephron, son of Zohar, to let me buy his cave at Machpelah, down at the end of his field. I will pay the full price in the presence of witnesses, so I'll have a permanent burial place for my family." Ephron was sitting there among the others, and he answered Abraham as the others listened, speaking publicly before all the Hittite elders of the land. "No, my lord," he said to Abraham, "please listen to me. I will give you the field and the cave. Here in the presence of my people, I give it to you. Go and bury your dead." Abraham again bowed low before the citizens of the land, and he replied to Ephron as everyone listened, "No, listen to me. I will buy it from you. Let me let me pay the full price for the field so I can bury my dead there." Ephron answered Abraham, "My lord, please listen to me. The land is worth 400 pieces of silver, but what is that between friends? Go ahead and bury your dead." So Abraham agreed to Ephron's price and paid the amount he had suggested, 400 pieces of silver, weighed according to the market standard. The Hittite elders witnessed the transaction. So Abraham bought the plot of land belonging to Ephron at Machpelah near Mamre. This included the field itself, the cave that was in it, and all the surrounding trees. It was transferred to Abraham in his permanent possession in the presence of the Hittite elders at the city gate. Then Abraham buried his wife Sarah there in Canaan, in the cave of Machpelah near Mamre, also called Hebron. So the field and the cave were transferred from the Hittites to Abraham for use as a permanent burial place. And there you have it for Genesis chapter 23 in the New Living Translation. And just something else, isn't it? His insistence on honoring them by paying them the amount that was required for the land. So nothing could be said that he had ever been given anything or anything like that. Just like the way it was whenever the king of Sodom had offered to let him keep everything except for the people or whatever in that one chapter, and he was like, "No, I don't want anything from you. I don't want you to be able to say that you made me rich in any way, but give to the people here that which they are wanting for their payment, but you don't owe me anything." He always made sure that he settled his debts and he didn't take any kind of gifts or anything like that. I'll just say it's a good example to live by. I always try to do right by others and to try to be as little of a burden on others as you can be. Don't let anybody think that you are taking them for granted or taking advantage of them. If you're able to settle the debt, then settle the debt. Anyhow, that's about all I can really say on that. That's a nice chapter, though. It's sad about Sarah. That's a good age to have lived to. People don't live that long anymore. Anyhow, if anyone has any prayer requests, I just ask that you leave your prayer requests in the comment section, and I'll make sure that I pray for you. And anyone else that happens to come across your prayer request, they can pray for you as well. If you have anything further to add to this particular chapter or anything that you would wish to discuss in the comment section, then do so, and I will be sure to respond to them as I see them, as I come across them. And until next time, I pray that y'all have a great day and take it easy.